All right, you guys, we're gonna show you how to do barrel curls, okay, with your Marcel. This is your Marcel, okay? So we're going to practice doing barrel curls, okay? So you're gonna section it off in 4 equal sections, okay? Look at my sections. And I'm gonna start in the front just to show you guys, but whenever you actually do the barrel curls, we do want you to start from the back and then work in a clockwise manner, okay? Or depending on if we give you other instructions on how to section, okay? But for right now, I'm gonna teach you here so that you can get a better visual. So with your subsections, you wanna make sure you measure your subsections with the size of your rod that you're using from your Marcel. So if I take a big old section like this, that's too much hair for my rod, see? So my section should be like about right here. So you always want to measure it, and the smaller your rod of your Marcel, the smaller the section it's going to be, okay? Do not forget that, because that will mess you up if you are not sectioning properly, okay? So I'm going to take my small section that matches my rod, and then I'm going to clip this other hair up. Okay, I'm gonna comb it first to make sure that there's no tangles distributed in the hair, and then I'm gonna put my comb, palm my comb, because we always want to keep our comb in our hands, okay? So y'all remember how to use it. I like using it with 2 fingers in, 2 fingers out, so I can close it with my outer 2 fingers, and then when I'm ready to roll, I put my 2 fingers on top like this, and then I start rolling, okay? That's easier for me, but there are many ways that you can do this. That's just the way that I like to do it, okay? So I'm gonna take my comb, because remember, you wanna allow the comb to do most of the work. You're gonna get your Marcel, and what I like to do first is kind of smooth it out, okay? And then that's when I get to the bottom of it, that's when I start rolling, okay? So smooth it, and then I start rolling it, and you're overlapping onto the same area. You're not doing like a spiral where you're continuously going higher and higher. You're overlapping into the same section, okay? And then you use the back of your comb to slide it under so that you can protect her scalp, because if she was a real person and you didn't have that support there and I touched her ear, I would burn her, okay? So you want to get into the habit of doing this. So once you leave that on there, okay, leave it on there for quite a few seconds or so, depending on the temperature that you put it on, okay? And then you're gonna kind of unwind and start opening it up and let it slide out, okay? Now, with the hair, you're gonna take it and you're going to roll it into like a barrel curl, okay? And then you're going to pin with your double prong clip on the base. So you can see that it's inside right here. I didn't place the clip up here, because what's gonna happen is if you place that clip up here and by the time you're done barrel curling the entire head, what's gonna happen is when you finally take off these clips, it's gonna leave some marks on the hair from this, okay? So that's why we always clip it from the inside, so that when we take it down, you can't see those lines of demarcation from up here. That's the word I was looking for, okay? So again, once you have your curl, you're going to roll it into a barrel curl and pin it on base so that it's not on top of this hair, okay? And then you're gonna take your next section, same size, okay? You're going to comb it out and you're gonna hold it at a 90 degree, okay? You can lift it a little bit more if you want, but a 90 degree is better. And you're gonna smooth it out first. Once you get to the ends, you're gonna roll it in the same area. Do not start rolling it into a spiral form. This is not spiral curls. You're gonna put your comb underneath to protect the scalp. Let it sit there for a few seconds. And then you're gonna unwind, open, close, open, close. And then you're gonna take the hair and you're going to roll it into a barrel curl right above the other one. And then you're going to clip it on base. So do y'all see how that's looking? 1, 2, and then I'm gonna do one more just so y'all can see how it would look as you continue to add hair. Now, as you get to wider parts, like let's say you get up here, you see how it's wider, and maybe your curling iron can't handle that much hair. So what you would do is break it in half. So you would do one here and then another one right next to it, okay? It doesn't have to be the same barrel curl. You can do 2 separate ones because when it does get wider, you'll have to separate that, okay? So I'll show you, I'll do one more of the small one and then I'll show you on the top. Okay, see how I'm lifting the hair? Don't go like this, because if you do this, you're gonna end up flattening this hair. So hold it up. Roll it, and then put your comb to protect the scalp. Now you can use hairspray if you choose to make it more smoother and for the curl to last a little bit longer. So that's optional. If you want more of a natural curl, then this would probably be best not to use with hairspray, okay? So y'all see, that's how it continues being, okay? So real quick, I'm just gonna show you the top part, so where you would need to separate it into 2. So here's my section at the top. And because I can't hold all that hair, I mean, I possibly could, but it would be a little messy. So I'm gonna break it into my 2 halves. Put my comb to protect the scalp. Let it sit there for a few seconds. Again, depending on the heat, okay? And always make sure that your Marcel is on unlocked whenever you're actually using it, because if it's not unlocked and you try and twist this, it's not gonna work. It's gonna prevent you from being able to twist it, okay? And then you kind of let it slide out. And then you pin it on base, and then you get the next section next to it. And do the same exact thing. Bring it up. Roll it continuously, protect the scalp. Unwind it. Roll it up into your barrel curl and pin it on base, okay? So that's an example of if it gets too wide, you can break it into 2 sections and do your 2 barrel curls. But down here, they were small enough to where I didn't have to break it up into 2 sections, okay? So your whole head should be pinned up like this. We should be able to see circles through your barrel curls. And you'll start here and work in a clockwise manner, okay? And that's how you do barrel curls.